Welcome back to another week of Sports Ball Picks. I gained a couple more games on you. Our season totals are 124 and 82, that's you. And I'm 123 and 83.
You forgot to welcome our guests.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, thanks for watching. We appreciate you watching every week.
Yep.
Even though you probably have things that you could be doing, video games to play, TV to watch, homework to do, but you're spending your time with us. So thank you. Thank you. And thank you again. You ready to pick some games? We're on week 15.
Yeah.
Week 15. Like you said, we've picked over 200 games, and only one game separates us for all of our picks we've made in the first 14 weeks of the football season. So here we go. We're on to week 15, and we are quickly getting toward the end of the season here. Playoff picture coming into focus. We kind of starting to know which teams are going to be in there now.
Are there 4 teams already in?
Yeah, there's a few.
Like Eagles, Lions,
Bills clinch.
and Chiefs.
Chiefs, yeah.
I think those 4.
Those 4. I'm sure there'll be a few more this week. Probably the Vikings maybe will clinch this week. We'll have to see if they can pull off a win. We'll pick that game in just a minute here. And, yeah, you ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Get our viewers ready for week 15 in the NFL season. So let's get going with Thursday Night Football. We've got the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Who are you picking?
I'm going to go with the Rams. 49ers haven't been a good team this year.
Mm-hmm.
And without McCaffrey, only played, one game this year.
Yeah.
Their season has been tough on them. I don't think they can pull it out this week. I think it'll be Rams.
Yeah, they're at home, but I agree with you. The Rams got a big win the other night facing the Bills, and nobody's been beating the Bills lately, but the Rams showed a lot of offensive prowess, and I think they will do that again against the Niners on the road. We both like the road team to start off.
I'll pick the road team again in this one. I'm going to go Bengals over the Titans. I just don't think the Titans are very good. They're
No.
3-10.
I don't know. I don't know if I could name 3 players on the Titans team. There's a reason the Titans are not good. There's a reason the Titans lost to the Jaguars last week. It's because they are terrible, and they will lose to the Bengals. I agree with you on that one. Bengals offense really has been pretty good this year. It's been the defense that's been the problem for the Bengals. But Titans actually have one of the best pass defenses in the league. So I actually expect it to be a low-scoring game. We'll see what happens with Jamar Chase if he can get loose a couple times. But I do like the Bengals. Fairly low-scoring game. I will take the first crack here at Ravens-Giants because I know exactly who I'm going to pick, and it's not the Giants. The Giants are ugly. They're horrible. And the Ravens are good. That's the only analysis you need on this. Even though they're at New York, I'm going to make it 3 for 3 on picking road teams. I'm assuming you're going to do the same.
Yeah, I don't even know who the Giants quarterback is.
I don't know. Is it that DeVito guy? Is he hurt? Who knows? That's all we need to say about the Giants. That we can't even name their starting quarterback. So I'm assuming that is a yes, affirmative. You are taking the Baltimore Ravens. Okay, you want to take a shot at one of our least favorite games of the week to pick? Jets against the Jaguars. The puke game of the week.
I'm gonna go Jets.
Okay.
I just don't know who to pick in that one.
I don't either.
I just get a guess.
It would just be a miserable game to have to watch. If you're a Jets fan or a Jaguars fan, you can't be paying a lot of attention to your team these days. Just to be different, I might take the Jaguars in this one, just so we split up a little bit and we get some differentiation in our pick. So I'll take the Jaguars. You'll take the Jets.
Here's another Butte game.
Okay, introduce us.
Panthers Cowboys.
In Charlotte at the Panthers.
Yep.
Is this my pick?
Yep.
I'm going to spew some knowledge on this one. I saw this week, this is the first time since 2022 that the Panthers are favored in a football game. They're favored to win at home against the Cowboys. Can you believe that? It's been almost 2 years, nearly 2 years since they've been favored to win a football game. And I think we should celebrate that. And they're going to celebrate with a Panthers win over the Cowboys, being favored, but they're not going to cover the spread just for the sake of the betting odds. I'll say they won't cover the 2-point spread. Panthers by 1 over the Cowboys, 17-16.
How does a 16 come about?
I don't know. A lot of field goals, touchdown and 3 field goals.
Okay. I'll go Cowboys.
Okay.
Cooper Rush.
Yeah, at least you're not saying Dak Prescott this week.
I really don't want to pick them, but I'm feeling they're going to win.
Okay. That's good for us to pick differently once in a while here. Commanders are visiting the Saints this week. You taking the home team or you taking the road team?
You know what? I'm taking the home team. An upset.
Saints. Yeah.
I'm going Saints. Carr is going to be driving.
Oh, look at that. Dropping some wordplay on Derek Carr. Sorry. David is his older brother who has not played in a very long time. So you're driving with the car this week.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get the general of the Commanders is gonna come, and Jaden Daniels. Too much offense for the Saints. I will take the road Commanders to knock off the Saints. Next, we've got up Chiefs-Browns. We talked about not picking this one, but I suggested that maybe, just maybe, I might take the Browns in this one. Chiefs clinched that playoff spot, and you just never know in the NFL. Give me the Browns. I will take the Browns over the Chiefs this week. How you like that?
What just happened?
Yeah, what just happened? Browns, baby. Big week for the Browns. Home win over the Chiefs.
I'm going Chiefs.
Yeah, I figured. That reaction.
They're just, they've had a very tight season. They've had a lot of tight wins. I think they can pull it out. Yeah. I think a 2-score game for the Chiefs.
Okay. Do you notice we're both wearing gray sweatshirts?
Yeah.
Our wardrobe people should really be dressing us better than to dress so similar. Dolphins against the Texans in Houston. Who are you taking?
I'll take the Texans.
Any reason why you're taking the Texans?
I don't know who to pick. I'm just going to go with the home team.
Fine. I'll just go with the road team. I'll just go with the Dolphins. Our analysis is getting weaker and weaker in this as the season goes. But I like to have some Sundays where we're rooting against each other on different games. So I'll take the Dolphins. I'll take Tyreek Hill and Tua Tagovailoa and Devin Achane. Big offensive games.
No Waddle? No Waddle?
No Waddle. No Waddle. Waddle. No Waddle this week. But a lot of offense. Colts at Broncos. I think this is, I don't know. It must be a late game. Don't like the game. Doesn't sound interesting or intriguing to me. But I will take Bo Nix. Like the Broncos to beat the Colts. The Broncos are inching ever closer to a playoff spot. I think they're going to get it eventually. I think they're going to get that last playoff spot in the AFC. I'll take them over the Colts at home.
I'll agree. Bo Nix, I'm going to get a rushing touchdown.
Oh, rushing touchdown for Bo.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. We'll see. Things are getting colder in Denver, so they're going to have to run the ball. And I think they have run the ball pretty decent lately. So
And he's going to run in the end zone.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we've got next from the cold weather to a dome down in Phoenix. The Cardinals are hosting a bad team in the Patriots. I'm taking the Cardinals. I don't think we need to talk too much about this one. No, both riding with the Cardinals this week. Buccaneers at Chargers. This one is in Los Angeles.
I'm gonna go Chargers here. Yeah, I think Justin Herbert, good game. Good quarterback, I'd say. I think he can pull it out.
I think this is a matchup against a pretty good offense with the Buccaneers going up against a pretty good defense in the Chargers. And vice versa, I think the Chargers' offense isn't all that great. Neither is the Buccaneers' defense. So it'll be interesting which side of the ball controls, who has more ball control this week. Let's go Buccaneers. Just make it interesting. We'll disagree again here. I'll take the road Buccaneers getting a late touchdown. Mike Evans, a one-handed grab in the corner of the end zone, barely getting 2 feet down. But that will be the winning score. Buccaneers over the Chargers. The pass from our friend Baker Mayfield.
Okay, we're talking about this game being our game of the week, but we did have them last week.
Yeah.
Lions, Bills.
Yeah. And I will confess, I picked against the Lions last week, right? I picked the Pukers to beat the Lions, and I had to eat a little humble pie on that. But I'm happy to eat that humble pie when the Lions win. I'm not going to do it again this week because I think the Lions are going to win. This is a big game, and this is a big game not necessarily with so much the playoff indications, but just more a big game because I think the Lions need to know that they can beat good teams, and the Bills are a good team. Josh Allen's going to have his way with that Lions defense that's banged up. But I do think the Lions will win a very high-scoring game. I mean, both teams are going to be in the 30s, I think.
I'll go Bills. I think Josh Allen is going to have a good game. And that Lions defense is really banged up. And
yeah.
I'm feeling the Bills will win this.
You're picking against our Lions.
Yes.
Just as I did last week. It
didn't
work out real well for me.
This is the first time I've picked against the Lions.
All year?
Yep.
No way.
Wow. We'll have to look back at that.
Yeah, we have to verify that. I'm not sure our fact checking is going to prove that, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Could be, though. They've been favored in almost every game that they've played, so.
Who?
The Lions.
Lions.
Bills probably, too. But I think this is another interesting one. Packers-Seahawks. Packers fly into the left coast, way up in Seattle. This is a Sunday night game, and we've got some playoff implications, certainly, for both of these teams. You taking the Packers or Seahawks?
I'm taking the Seahawks, Geno Smith. And I would almost never pick those pukers. Almost never.
Good for you. We've taught you well. Although I did that last week. I will. Teams going up to Seattle, that's always a hard thing to do. But the one thing that the Packers have going for them is they play well in bad weather. And that's often what you get up in Seattle this time of year. I think the Packers are just a better team. I'm taking the Packers with a road win.
Second week in a row.
Yeah. They're doing their best to keep that NFC West race interesting. They're going to knock the Seahawks down a rung, and we'll see how that all plays out. But I will take the Packers.
Okay, this is a division game. Bears-Vikings.
Bears-Vikings, Monday night. There's 2 Monday night games this week. Bears-Vikings is is one of them. This is at Minnesota. Bears seem like at this point they have mailed it in. I mean, they just got walloped at San Francisco last week. I think this is even though it's a division game and rarely do you have blowouts, I think this is a big Vikings win. A lot of passing yards for Sam Darnold. Big game from Jordan Addison. Maybe also Justin Jefferson. He showed up last week for the first time for a while.
Okay. I'll also take the Vikings. Bears are not a good football team. I don't think they can make it to a playoff.
Not a chance.
I'm going to take the Vikings. Sam Darnold, like you said, the Vikings are a better team, and the Bears just aren't.
Mm-hmm. The less interesting Monday night game on this slate, Falcons-Raiders.
I'm taking Falcons.
Falcons? Yeah, I just don't know. Kirk Cousins has just looked like a 40-year-old, and I don't know what they can do yet this year. They're buried in their own division, and the Raiders aren't very good either. I think it's probably a good matchup, probably a good even matchup. I guess I will agree. I'll take the Falcons, although I'm not feeling super strongly about that one. That leaves us just one game, our game of the week, the game that we think bears some significance. It should be a good game, I think. An outdoor game, cold weather game. We've got the Pittsburgh Steelers heading to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. You like this game?
Yeah. I'm going to pick the Eagles and Jalen Hurts. And Saquon Barkley is just dominant. And I don't think anyone's catching up with the Eagles. They're a really good football team. And it's tough to play against them. And this is one of the teams you wouldn't want to play against.
Yeah, I agree about the running game. The passing game has been a little bit more suspect. In fact, there's a little bit of controversy this week going on with A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts. I don't know that those two are sending each other Christmas cards this year. But I do think probably enough running game through Saquon to get it done. I'd sure like to see the Eagles lose, but I guess I will agree. I really like that Eagles defense. They've got a bunch of guys from Georgia on that team who played in some big college football games, and I think the Eagles will win that. I guess we got to pick scores here, don't we?
Yep.
What's your score?
I'm gonna go 14-24 Eagles.
Okay, that sounds about right. I don't have a problem with that. I'll say something similar here. I'll go 23. We'll go 23-17. Eagles defense gets a stop and goes down on a knee late for a 6-point win at home.
Well, that does it.
That's it. That's all the games. It's a full slate. Nobody on bye this week, so every team plays, and we've got a whole bunch of games that we disagreed on. So we'll see where we end up at the end of week 15. Fantasy playoffs start this week. Are you feeling confident about your team?
Not really.
Got to feel confident. You got to ride with the dogs who got you there.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens in our leagues. We wouldn't play each other till the championship if we got there.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome, but less awesome for some of our viewers who are watching this who probably would like to see us lose before then. We'll see what happens.
Well,
that'll do it. Have a good week, everybody. We'll see you again next week for week 16 on the NFL slate.